Somebody please tell me what the problem is. And, well, I wouldn't say a problem per se, but no, it's a problem. It's a problem. Let's not even dance around the issue. Let's not even try to sugarcoat it. From a person who has dated two Filipinas in the past, I can tell you, one of them had absolutely no children, and to this day she doesn't have any. She's a year younger than me. The other one was a year older than me and has a daughter in the Philippines who just came over here a few years ago when she became an adult. So, you tell me, all this pushback that a lot of Black American women have towards Filipino women because of the whole thing about this passport bro lifestyle or so, which is not a cheap lifestyle, okay? You said you got guys, they trying to accuse Black men of flying over there for sex tourism when they can get sex here for dirt cheap. So that debunks that whole situation. If you could get sex here, why is a brother paying thousands of dollars for tickets, thousands of dollars for a trip if it was all about sex? That's a lot of money. Okay? That's a lot of money. Which leads to the point that it's about them finding love for the most part. Yeah, there's some sex tourism. There's some people like Austin Holloway who are young and immature. But the whole situation is, what this leads to is that from my dating experience and from what I know, there's a lot of single mothers over in the Philippines. And Joan Jay went into further detail on the Obsidian podcast that happened recently, but I've already known this from my personal experience. There's a lot of single mothers over there. So you telling me Black men are escaping single Black mothers in America to wife up a Filipino single mother, and you're wondering like I'm wondering, well, I'm sarcastically wondering why that's the case. And it all goes down to basically entitlement. See, the Black American single mother don't have any accountability. They don't have any, for the most part, a lot of them don't have respect or love for a lot of these Black men out here who are the ones doing the traveling. I didn't say all Black men, but the ones who's doing the traveling, the ones that they verbally attacking and calling pedos and all types of other stuff, are the ones that they wouldn't give a second glance to until they became something of themselves. It's the Jordan Pills, the Michael B. Jordans, what's the other guy named? Jonathan Majors types, the Daniel Caesars, those type of brothers who are the Donald Glovers. They don't care about y'all. They will laugh at y'all in your face, call you weird, corny, all types of other stuff. But the moment you go elsewhere, they're questioning your Blackness. When you were trying to give them some of that Blackness in more ways than one, and they looked at you like you had three heads. Meanwhile, niggas who got their pants hanging off their ass, ain't too bright, but he got that thug passion, had access to something that you didn't get access to. And that's all of her. See, they want to come and give you a washed down, beat up version, acid washed version of themselves after they've been ran through by Pookie and Ray Ray. And this is me speaking theoretically, because I ain't one of those guys who head overseas. I don't see the whole mystique in that. I really don't. Because you don't head over there thinking you're going to get lucky. If you're going to be smart about something like that, you need to meet that person and first. And I'm talking about meeting like actually establish. We in the age of technology. We got FaceTime. We got that technology. We got patience. That's what you need to have. If that person is developing all this time and they not even telling you to come over, or they want to come see you so fast, and y'all just genuinely meshing, which is something that a lot of American people need to adapt also. Calm, slow the hell down. Get to know one another. And that's not just for people who are doing this passport thing. I'm talking about in general. That's how you end up impregnated by somebody who's not going to be there. Vice versa. That's how you end up impregnating somebody that you can't get along with as men. Something got to give. Because I find it crazy that the only reason that a lot of these sisters are complaining about guys that they would normally find non-select going elsewhere to date women who are in the same single mother status as them, but these women treat them a lot better. The only reason they complaining about that, brothers, is the fact that they need you as backup plans. Let's be honest here. They need you as backup plans. And my problem currently is that I'm nobody's backup plan. Now, I'm not saying you ain't supposed to have been previously married or had children or something, but let's be realistic. If you were never somebody's wife, but you got multiple kids by multiple niggas, you will not prosper the way you think you should when it comes to romance and marriage and dating. You just won't. You have to deal with that. Truth be told, I got more. I find a woman who was married and had all her children by her ex more attractive than somebody who has never been married, but they loved raw sex more than they loved logic. That ex-wife, that divorcee who has children, gets more love from me than a perpetual serial baby mama. That's just the way it is. You know why? Because that means she was worthy of, her hand was worthy of someone taking it in marriage at one point in her life. I'm not saying she's perfect. Never say that. I'm not saying that she didn't initiate the divorce. Never say that. But that goes for you as a man to find out what were the circumstances before you figure that out. But from face value, a woman who was formerly married is more, and have all her children by her husband, her ex-husband, is more appealing than somebody who just loves raw dick. Tell me I'm crazy, and I will tell you, you are out of your mind. Now, there's some guys out there that was like, I don't want any, but let's be realistic. I'm about to be 45 years old. I am not delusional. Unless I'm dating somebody half my age, which I wouldn't recommend, because there's just a difference of just culture. And yes, I know if I'm dating a young sister who's 22 and I'm 20 and I'm 44 at currently, I know we're both black, but there's a difference. See, the culture is errors. There's subgroups within this era. And me and a younger female just won't get along. She got a lot of life to live. And it is not my duty to save her from the streets. I'm the type of person, like, if she can't swim, she's gonna drown. Meaning, you should know better to be out here throwing it back letting dudes bust all over you, in your face, just all over the place, like SPK once said in his videos. I wonder why he don't make any videos anymore, but I'm not here to save you. And this is kind of the thing I get all the time when I speak to women I know about the whole weight situation and why I refuse to date an overweight woman. Oh, wow, you might be her inspiration. I'm like, why can't she just by default want to be healthier? Why you put that on me? Why y'all always inspiring niggas to fix up women? And it goes back to something that a brother said earlier on the podcast. Due to the black America being a matriarchy, I'm sorry. Due to it being a matriarchy, a lot of black men have been groomed to put women's needs, especially black women's needs, before their own happiness. And you think other women around the world don't see that? They do. This is why a lot of single mothers over in the Philippines end up with black men. Truth be told, I'm not even singing their praises. I'm telling you from experience. Relationships didn't work. It didn't work out for me, but I'm telling you from experience. When it came to hospitality, love, and just respect, man, please. The love and respect alone, the respect more than anything, is what attracts a lot of these brothers that go over there. Whereas they see a place like Brazil or Colombia as a place where the women are hot, but as for compatibility, truth be told, the only Hispanic women I've had a lot of compatibility with was Puerto Rican women. Why? I don't know. Maybe because I grew up I grew up most of my young years in downtown Jersey City, which was a big melting pot. And we lived in proximity of one another. Hell, one of my oldest friends is Puerto Rican. I don't know where he moved to later. I gotta find him. So it goes back. But as for who I would like to date, preferably a sister. You know why? It's the thing that John Boyega said out loud. But it's something I try to go by. Like, when you're in a situation or something and you are out and about with your significant other, and let's say you the only brother in the room, and you and your significant other are the only black people in that room. It's this unspoken word that you have. But today, that unspoken word has been compromised because we don't see eye to eye. Something got to give. Something got to give. Things got to change. I'm done trying to convince and try to help and talk and converse with a lot of sisters who make up so many goddamn excuses for why they don't have any respect for black men. And it all ends up being something based, their whole askew look is something based on how they were raised in the matriarch or their own bad decision making. So now they're jaded, they have trust issues, and they expect you to be patient with them. Meanwhile, Pookie and Ray Ray had access to those innards in their womb and their reproductive organs, and now you have to be the one to be the patient one. You should be patient. Everybody should be patient with one another. But truth be told, I'm not going to sit here and help you groom and raise children who are the result of your fuck ups, along with the guy, your fuck ups mutually with some other dude. And they always want to change the narrative. A real man would do this. I'm like, yeah, all right. A real man would do what? No, please. You don't know what a real man is. Apparently you don't. You don't. And if you did, you're a moron for making the bad decisions in the sake of being a free spirit, which is also code speak today. They going back to the hippie shit. Me and my boy Demetrius was just talking about that. When a chick says she's a free spirit, she's a fucking hoe. She's a hoe. And you wonder why in the black community they got more STDs than the men do. And he says something that the female told him, well, they getting it from guys. And he like, duh. He responded like, duh. But why less men have them? Because y'all all sleeping with the same dirty dick niggas. Yes, you're sleeping with them more. Y'all sharing the same Pookie and Ray Ray. This reminds me of this whole situation where this Kenyan woman cheated with this dirty dick Brad, and he gave her the package, and then she gave it to her African black husband. You can't make this shit up. But we're supposed to be patient and wait for you to actually come around. No, you made your decision. So let it do what he have to do, even if he finds another black woman in a different continent. You got to think about it. If once more to end this one, if a brother is going elsewhere and he's ended up with a single mother from a different part of the world versus your American black ass, it might be you. Because that proves that he wasn't against the whole thing about you being a single mother. He just have a problem with black American single mothers, in which a lot of Negroes here in America do have. But y'all not ready for that conversation because you're busy constantly blaming everything on black men. But I digress. Anyway, it's your boy Fury. I'm here, and now I'm out. Peace.